Richard, you participate to this project, the Art House. What have you done exactly? What is your intervention about?
The intervention began 3 years ago when they decided to add a gallery suite to the project, this very large mixed-use cultural center. I'm very pleased there's an art component to it. We came late to the dance, but we converted a building under construction, steel frame, into a suite of galleries. A suite of galleries that, even though the frame was built or partly built, we added a floor, and we did what I would do in any case, was to create an array of differently sized, differently proportioned, and differently lit spaces. So it's not all a uniform venue. There are smaller intimate spaces. There's a very large double height space, and of course, and there's an abundance of natural light, which I know will be part of the challenge to future artists and curators.
But did they ask you something special?
Well, I think they have very high aspirations, and I think the brief was specific in that this was to be a gallery of sort of the entire panoply of Indian art from the past, present, and hopefully the future. But it was also to be an exhibition space, an exhibition venue that could welcome Western art for a reasonable exchange of information, ideas, and sort of culture between East and West. So I think Mrs. Ambani had a very ambitious, very smart agenda and program, and I believe this project is going to go a long way to help that to succeed.
Have you visited some other places? There's nothing similar in the region, right?
I think frankly, I think this whole entire complex, the Nita Ambani Mukesh Cultural Center, I don't think there's anything like this place in the world.
Ah, really?
I think the dedication to Indian culture through dance, craft, music, and art is almost unique to most. It's the kind of complex you'd find in a city. I mean, maybe it's like Lincoln Center or a combination of different institutions in the city, but it's all here, and the standards of design and construction are extraordinarily high, and I think, and that was Nita Ambani's demand, that it meet worldwide standards for presentation, whether it's dance or art, in this complex, and I think that's been achieved. So I believe it really will act as a portal between East and West, and I know there's one of the opening artists is from a small town in southern India, and another is from the village in New York City. The East Village, or the West Village, yes.
And did you make some issue for your project?
Well, I think the parameters that are necessary for a world-class museum are not just the equipment, climate control equipment, humidification, temperature control, but also the fabric of the building itself, so that the building can accommodate the humidification. And I know that we've worked in extreme climates all over the world, whether it's New York or Mumbai, and I was concerned that the fabric of the building, the structure of the walls, would accommodate the change in temperature and humidity. The engineers here are very experienced, and the contractor is very good, and I think all those conditions that are necessary for worldwide loans and for the art that they have been met. So that was one challenge. And the other challenge was...
But you did it.
Well, I did it with the help of engineers in London, New York, and Mumbai.
Yes.
The other really fairly interesting challenge was getting the art from the loading bay of this complex. And I can't tell you the size, but it's maybe a couple of million square feet, with maybe 12 or 15 levels, with enormous loading bays at the lower level. We built an art storage and receiving room in, I think, the third basement. Very high ceilings, good climate control, but the art path to bring a painting from that gallery, from that storage gallery, up to this gallery is a long and convoluted path, but it's level and has elevators and it can be done. However, the architect for the building anticipated this problem, so on the facade of the gallery building is large doors at every level. They can open directly from the outside to the inside. I'll add that they're very well detailed and very well built so that they're properly sealed, but they've already been used to bring art directly from the plaza into the space. So the problem is solved in two ways.
Wow.
The slow and the fast way.
Oh, so it's quite a good surprise for you, the project.
No, it's not a surprise. It was all well planned, and it was expected that we knew that we had very good engineers, consultants, and contractors.
Merci.
You're very welcome.